Tool with Super Real News. Our top story today, Thomas Malthus. Confusion is sweeping across the nation with reported sightings of the late 18th century philosopher Thomas Malthus. Malthus believed that the population grew faster than the food supply, leading to widespread starvation and poverty for most people. Here's Margaret Howard with the latest on the story.
Hello there. I'm here on the scene at Palatine Gazebo, where the most recent Malthus sighting was reported. I'm here with Charlie Larson, who claims to have seen him. Charlie, how did you recognize him?
Well, we're studying the Industrial Revolution in history class. You know, where they made all the machines and stuff, and mass-produced stuff. Well, I've seen a lot of pictures of him. He was one of the philosophers.
So, who exactly was he?
Go ask him yourself. He's right over there.
OMG, come on, camper dude, he's on that bench! OMG, Thomas Malthus! Get him, get him, get him! Thomas Malthus?
What do you want?
Well, I'm Margaret Howard with Super Real News, and I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about your early life and beliefs.
Shoot.
Well, what was your early life like?
Well, I was born in 1766, and I grew up in a little place called Dorking, just south of England. You see, I have 6 sisters and 1 brother. My father's name was Daniel Malthus, and he taught me at home. He was good friends with the philosopher Rousseau and David Hume, so he was a pretty smart dude.
Well, I heard you had a cleft palate when you were younger, which caused his speech impediment. How did you cope with it?
Let's just not touch on that subject, okay? Today's modern technology was able to fix it.
Okay. What was your main profession?
I am a scholar and a teacher, thank you. My students used to call me Pop. I was a really great teacher.
What are your basic beliefs?
Well, you know, I believe that the population of humans grows faster than the food population, so that eventually there isn't a lot of food to go around. It's just too expensive for the lower class to afford. So they end up in poverty, and more people will end up in poverty.
That sounds serious. What can we do to help?
No, you shouldn't do anything to help. We have natural checks on population like disease, war, and famine. You know, the only way you can reduce poverty of the lower class is, well, celibacy.
Celibacy. What do you think about the poor laws? Do you think they'll help?
The poor laws need to be abolished, maybe gradually, but they do need to go. Because if there are poor laws, the poor people think they can depend on that, you know? And they just think they can depend on it, and then they reproduce more because they know they can depend on the poor laws to help them when they're in trouble. We just shouldn't help them.
Many people claim you lack compassion. What is your response to that?
Preposterous! They misunderstand me. You know, I sympathize, okay? You know, just read some of my writings. All I'm saying is that the world cannot sustain such a sharp growth in population.
Well, you have children. Aren't you adding to the population?
Good day, Miss Howard.
Well, that's all for us today. Back to Megan.
Well, that's it for today's edition of Super Real News. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow.
Thomas Malthus? A word, please?
You again? Won't you just leave me alone?
Whoa, Malthus.
Oh.
Male Ugg boots? Really?
What do you want?
Well, I hear you had a amazing debate with John Stuart Mill not too long ago. In it, wages were discussed. What is your stand on that subject?
Okay, fine. Well, if we increase the wages of the poor people, then they will, reproduce more, raising the population. And if the population goes up, there won't be enough food to go around.
Enjoying that newspaper of yours?
I am.
Is it really more important than talking to me?
You are the bane of my existence.
Can I ask you more questions?
No! Leave me alone!
I will not. I'm a reporter. I'm doing my job.
You know what? You don't want to know what this is? This is a restraining order against you. Here.
How did you get a restraining order?
That isn't important.
Quick, camera dude. We need more footage. After him. Thomas Malthus? No reply. He's a stubborn one.
Doing in my house?
All you have to do is answer a couple more questions and then I'll leave.
Only if you apologize for your callous remarks.
Fine. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry that I hurt your feelings.
You should be. I hate you.
Well, you said you'd answer a few more questions. So, why did you write an essay on the principle of populations?
It's a response to utilitarian ideas. They believe that population growth is a blessing and that, it's not a threat to life. But they're wrong, okay? With more people, there's more demand for supplies and goods, which raises the prices. And then less people can afford it, so that puts more people in poverty. It's just wrong. And then people have to spend more, and it's just terrible.
Who influenced your ideas the most?
Mainly my father, and he was, as I said before, he was really good friends with Rousseau and David Hume, so that probably influenced me a lot too. I don't really know.
How do you feel about having had such a great influence on Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection?
The name doesn't ring a bell. I don't really know who that is. He must be after my time. But he sounds important. I'm flattered.
Why do you think we shouldn't help the poor?
Because they got themselves into their situation. When a turtle flips over on its back, do you help it? No. Okay? And in addition, starving is just a natural check on population. They die, and that's just life. As I've said before, the world cannot sustain such a large population. Suffering makes humans realize how hard work and moral behavior are important. Oh no! I'm running out of time! Oh.
Do you have an appointment or something?
None of your business. Don't be so nosy.
Wait.
I'm sick of you. You violated your restraining order and broke into my house. I'm calling the police.
That's not fair. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hello? Police? Hi, this is Thomas Malthus. Yeah, Okay. Margaret Howard, I filed for a restraining order. Well, she violated it, and she broke into my house. I feel threatened by her. Yeah. Thanks. Bye. See you soon.
What did you do?
I called the police. I'm sorry. They're gonna be here really soon.
We have to go.
It's too late.
FBI, you're under arrest! You've been harassing poor Thomas Malthus, and you violated a restraining order. And plus, you broke into his house. Come with me.
One last question.
belong here. I don't have any family here. I died in 1834. I need to leave.
How did you come back to life?
Some of life or death's mysteries just can't be explained.